Hi, I'm Dr. Shikha Sharma. I am nutrition and wellness consultant. Today we are going to be talking about different kinds of salts and the benefits of different kinds of salts. We all know that there is black salt, which is also called sendha namak. Then there is rock salt. Then there is table salt, white salt. So these different kinds of salts have different properties, different benefits for the health. So let's begin with the first salt, which is your table salt, which you use it on, which can be iodized, which is a refined form of salt in which iodine is added, or it can be normal salt without any iodine. Now the iodized salt is beneficial for health because it has that iodine added, and in states and countries where iodine deficiency is very prevalent, iodized salt helps to control that deficiency and therefore help in preventing goiter. So iodized salt you must use if your area is actually vulnerable to a deficiency of iodine and therefore goiter. But table salt actually is refined salt, meaning that most of the beneficial minerals are removed out of table salt and becomes very concentrated. That means even little table salt would have a lot of sodium chloride in it because the other minerals are absent from table salt. World Health Organization says that actually human beings don't need more than 2 to 5 milligrams of salt in a day. So we need very little salt in our bodies, and most of the salt actually comes from plants, from the food we eat, from the cereals we eat, and therefore little amount of salt added like 2 to 5 grams per person per day is enough for us. In fact, in a lot of tribes, in researches they have seen that some ancient tribes who live in traditional ways and who consume very little salt, they don't have much of blood pressure in their states or in their areas. So table salt should be used with limitation. The other kind of salt is rock salt. Now, how rock salt is created is that there are volcanic rocks which have sediments of salt in it, but they also have a lot of minerals because basically it comes from rocks which has sedimented into salt. So besides sodium chloride, they would have, say, iron, magnesium, and many other minerals of that kind. Now, why this is a little healthier than normal salt is because normal salt being purified is many times more potent with sodium chloride. This salt, because it has other minerals also, is providing your body with other minerals which your body needs. So because our body actually needs a lot of minerals. For example, we need calcium, we need zinc, we need magnesium, phosphorus, sulfur. So all these things are required by our body. So when we take say rock salt instead of common salt, or which is refined salt or table salt, we actually get those minerals also in that salt. Also, it is not so sharp in taste. That means that if you add a little bit of salt, it won't bite your tongue as much as white salt does. So it's healthier. In fact, some chefs prefer to use rock salt in their dishes. They feel that it gives a milder but a better flavor, a longer lasting flavor. Then you also have another salt called black salt. So it is not exactly black in color, it is slightly dark. It is like a pinkish, dark pinkish colored salt. And this salt is also considered very healthy, though it has a stronger taste or a stronger flavor, you can say. It has a little sulfur flavor in it. So some people do not like to use this salt in cooking their vegetables or very fine vegetables where they want to bring out the taste of the vegetable. So it is normally used in things which are very traditional in nature, like chaat papdi, like pani puri, because this salt the taste and the flavor kind of matches with the traditional Indian street food. The other benefit of the salt is that in traditional Ayurveda, it's also been seen that it is very good for acidity, indigestion, gas. Because why is it? Because actually in Indian Ayurveda, most of the herbs and condiments and spices also have a therapeutic effect. That means, suppose if you have salt, which is like, for example, one of the traditional Ayurvedic medicines is called Lavan Bhaskar. What is Lavan Bhaskar Churn? Lavan Bhaskar is basically a combination of different kinds of salts. And in another preparation of salt, actually harar, behar and amla is also used and added to the salt, which gives it a little darkish tinge. And all these salts are basically digestives. So these digestives were used as part and parcel of Indian cuisine to give a medical effect also, or you can say a health benefit also. At the same time, they were adding spice and flavor to your food. So the best thing is that one should use a combination of salt. For example, if one lives in a goiter prone area, then iodized salt might be important in the vegetable. But for other things like fruit or for some other seasonings, you can actually use either black salt or you can use rock salt. which is far healthier, which is good for children, for adults, for senior citizens, and which has far less side effects. So this was about salt today. If you have any queries, any clarifications, do write to me at ask@drshikha.com, which is ask@drshikha.com.